We are back. This is UKSG Blue. We have drunk copious amounts of milk to make up for the chili chocolate that happened in the previous run. And now we're going to pass over to ChristianRoyle, who will be running Bloodborne PSX. Christian.
Hello, and welcome to Bloodborne PSX. I will be taking you through the world of Yharnam if everybody was made of 20 polygons. This is a remake of the original FromSoft game, the name Bloodborne. And so first things we're going to do is I'm going to set up my character. We're going to be a military veteran. That gives us a certain item that we can use that will let us respawn in certain places. The run will start when I press continue here. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do some overlay shenanigans with opening a menu on top of a cutscene, which you're going to see me do instantly. So 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, wait, there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mash it until up, and I messed it up already. Woo! Okay, basically I mashed it a little too much and closed the menu before it let me do anything. So what I'm going to do, because we want to make sure we have different things, I'm going to change some graphic settings, which means there are no limits on what I'm doing. So no limit to there, no limit to there, no limit to there. And then I'm just going to come over here. I'm going to run, and then I'm going to start mashing. If I press the right button, that is. There we go. Because this is a dev door. I need to interact with this 100 times to gain access to the dev rooms, which let you get a lot of items that you really make you overpowered for where in the game you start with. So I'm mashing as fast as I pretty much can. There we go, there's a bong. That means we now have access, which means I can interact. And we make it to the dev rooms. Woo! So yep, I'm gonna interact with this door, and it's basically gonna go, hey, welcome to the dev rooms. Do you like stuff? I go, yes, I like stuff. So we're gonna go through and get the stuff and then run away. So first things first we're going to do is there's a room in here which has a very, very powerful item, which gives a lot of health, which I like because this game is difficult and unforgiving because I'm bad at Soulsborne games. And also a certain type of key, which I also like for going fast. So first things first now, I'm going to run through this poison. I'm going to run very carefully to run on top of this here and then jump at the very end so I do not get poisoned, meaning I do not die. And then I'm going to get on this ladder, climb up, and we're just doing a small collection thing now. So this is a pretty slow start before you actually get into the routing of going through and doing what you need to do. But anyway, I am doing all bosses, and there are 3 bosses in this version of a Bloodborne. There is the cleric beast. You have Ghost Coin, who's in his graveyard, and then we have a alternative ending to the original game because this game is much, much smaller because it's supposed to be for the PS1, and the original developer who's doing the remake did not want to have to make a full AAA game looking like a PS1. As someone that does game dev in their spare time, neither would I. We've got a small glitch here for building up stamina by running against the wall, which lets you build up stamina while still running. And yeah, this is a dev key. We all love dev keys, and I forgot to auto-equip this, which will cast aside all our things, and we will respawn. So yeah, basically we off ourselves, but here we come in and there's items we can get here. And that's basically our weapons. We have all the items we need, if it will let me interact with that. And now I'm going to come on, we've got a key ring, we've got this. I want to equip the dev key because what this is going to do is usually you have to kill this enemy, get a key from it, and instead we could just run around it, open this door. Oh, hey, look, we have a dev key. It's to let us go fast. I'd have to do less killing and exploring for speed. There is this is the most popular category for it just because of how fast it is and skips a lot. But yeah, so one pickup here we're going to do before we start going on our grand adventure, which is Quicksilver Bullets. We only get 10 of those, and that means we have 10 attempts to do a skip. That we need to do to actually do all bosses in a nice, timely manner. Because it lets us just take a straight beeline for the second boss. For some reason, it turned me around and put me back through there. I do not know why. Thank you, game. But now that that's not going to happen, we're going to just make some beeline. We're going to open up a lantern. There we go. He's not very happy with me, so I'm going to drop down this ladder. And just climb up it, and we're going to hear a nice screech, which is the cleric beast, which we will be meeting very soon. Where are you? There it is, that's the cleric beast. And then we're going to open a lantern, which we're going to use to come back to this area later on once we've beaten the other 2 bosses. We're going to interact with a good friend through the church as well, who we'll see later. So yeah, we want to come through here, we're going to interact here. This will open the gate, and now we get to do a long stretch of running. Which, before we do that, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to equip all of my stuff, because this can be thing. And when I said this is the item we got from the dev room, and when I said it gives me a lot of health and stamina, I meant it, because you saw just how much my health bar jumped up. So yeah, this first area is nice and easy. We don't really interact with much. We just roll through here, and if we land high enough if you land high enough on that roof at the right angle, you don't stumble like that. We'll just land like that, as you saw me do there. So a bit of small time loss, but it's fine. And then here we have like the more maze-like area where we're just going to run through, around, and go through what's essentially a maze. So a lot of running in this run, just do it. But then we have some interesting things as soon as we get to bosses and some more skips. So yeah, do we have any donations waiting to be read while I make my way to the first boss?
Absolutely we do. We've had a $5 donation coming from Leif, who says great stuff. We can only agree with you there. We've had a $5 donation coming from Race Pro UK, who says choo choo, let's get a donation train going. And we've had a $50 donation coming from Zero Kieran, who says good luck on your run, Christian. And to everyone for making UKSG Blue another successful event. Thank you very much for your donations. We are now over $3,000 raised for Crisis, which is absolutely incredible. Thank you to everybody for your donations so far.
So yeah, we're coming up to like what is my least favorite room in this run, just because of like how easy it is to get caught out by it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come through here, I'm going to pick up these blood vials, and run away. No, hello! He wants to play a bit of knock knock, and I did not want to hear those jokes. But this is the room I dislike, because there's a lot of enemies in a very close area, so it's very easy to get caught out. So there's one, there's more. There we go, just about made it through. I did get hit once, that's fine. Then we've got two more enemies here we're just going to run by. You're like, hello, please do not hit me. Thank you very much. We're getting a bit of stamina on there. Get a bit away. Recover some stamina. Come through here. Go around him and come into the boss arena. This is where things are going to get a little bit funny. So to make things a little bit easier on myself, I'm going to recover some health real quick, because I do not want anything bad to happen to me. So I'm going to come over here and say hello to the cleric beast, and then immediately run away, because he's a pretty scary guy. Okay, he's gone over there, which means I need to go back to get his attention a bit more. Okay, now I need to run over here as quickly as possible and to get into this corner. I need him to like do a little bit of a walk and then stop, and then jump at me, basically. That's what I'm hoping is going to happen. So I hope we can just go there and scream. He's going to do that. He's going to just jump off the edge and immediately kill himself. I got it. Yes, let's go. That's the quick kill. Now, for marathon safety, usually I would just run out of this area, but I'm going to wait for this lantern to spawn, which means it is unlocked. There we go. So that means if anything happens, I can come back to this area, which may need to happen. There we go. I'm going to get myself full health ready for the next part. So yeah, we're about to do like a pretty big skip in this next area, where we are going to, usually you need to do some stuff to unlock an elevator or a lift, because I'm not American, but everyone the runs game seems to be. And so instead of doing that, there's a way to instead just completely clip through that door, which is basically just a cage, but by using a nice troll friend here. Hello, hello. Ow. Okay, please do that again, but like closer. Okay, basically I need to get him to sort of like jump at me and swing at me while I'm against him. I think I know why. I think I'm pressing the wrong button, because I automatically think that right is a shoot button. Okay, yeah, this is a like annoying clip, because you need to be like right up against this wall and him also be swinging at you the right way. So like so you need to like properly manipulate him to get around. So there we go. So now if he does a big swing, like, yep. Nah, that's too far away. So basically I need to get him in that stun state, because now that should put me through the door, and if I hold back, there we go, and it gets me through the door. And now I need to run, because I need to fight against boulders running at me. There are two boulders that will run. They'll go left. Right, so like left. And then I'm going to run here. Ow, ow, and ow. There's the two, so then I'm going to do this. And there we go, I made it through. So I should be okay as long as I don't die to the boss that's coming up. I hope I don't. I have plenty of ammo to hopefully get a stagger on him. Because if you get a staggered stun, like as you saw me do onto that enemy, this boss goes very, very fast. There we go, that's what we needed. Because look how quickly his health bar disappears. And then we just kind of wail on him for the rest of this.
Christian, you mentioned a key that made you go faster.
Yeah, we're about to use that because now that's the second boss.
Brilliant. We've had a $5 donation from Howling Mad Mike, who is in the audience, and I've already given him the death glare for this. He says, you mentioned a key that made you go faster. If it made you go slower, would it be a one key? A one key.
But anyway, I'm going to teleport back to Central Yharnam, and the reason we have the key, which is the death crystals go fast, is we should not be able to open this door, because this is the door that takes us to the final boss. Because we have already done 2 of the 3 bosses. Like I say, this is a very fast run if you get everything right. And I have 6 ammunition, which means I have 6 attempts at getting a thing. But also, I have a fun secret thing happening on my approach to the boss. Because our lovely friend Argic, who is a fan of the sour things in life instead of the sweeter things, I don't understand why, has brought another bag of his lovely sour sweets. And after the spicy chocolate that still has not worn off, mind you, because I didn't get any milk because I am very smart. He should swing at me before that happens, so I shouldn't take damage. Yeah, so now I have quite a extremely sour sweet to have on my approach to the boss, which I hope will not throw me off too much. It probably will do, because I had one of these before and I know the reaction I had. Just eat the chocolate and then the sour sweet.
What you can't see is that Cherry is approaching with a massive jug of milk.
Yeah, this is the sweet in question, and on my approach to the boss, I am now going to pop said sweet and instantly inhale some dust. Oh. Yeah, this is Gilbert the Outsider. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get behind him as he spawns to get a strong hit. Oh god. Nope, I didn't get that. But I got that hit. There we go. We want to get 2 of those because bam! Look at that damage. If I get another one of those, like, I'm set. Oh, if the camera will focus for me. Come on. Ah, too slow. Oh wow, that's actually one of the fastest I've done this, and that's the boss fight done. The run's actually over now. I'm gonna interact with the lantern, and then as soon as the screen faces black, that's time. Honestly, I was expecting to struggle so much more with the clips and getting those quick hits, and that's time. God damn, that is a very big PB for me. God, that sweet is sour. Oh, but yeah, that was it. That was so good. I've never done a run that good before that just went that well. It took me a while to set up the... Oh, you can see it when I'm trying to speak. That's sweet. Oh. When I set up the clip, it took me a while. Oh, it's hit now. Now that I've not got the run to distract me, it's really hit. Yeah, but outside of that was actually a really clean run. I got 2 nice, quick damage hits on both the big bosses. I got the quick kill. Yeah, that's Bloodborne PSX. When you do any percent, you skip everything. You just do a beeline, and you're done. Why did I accept that sweet? I will never know. But thank you for the milk, Cherry, for that. Which I think the sourness. Are you giving me more of this?
Do not eat the chocolate, Christian. Oh, God, he's going to eat the chocolate. While that's happening, I've got a couple of donations to read. We've had a $10 donation coming from Zen and Slayer, who says, this was intended for the full boss shuffler, but instead I want to put this towards the new fan game called Sonic the Hedgehog. We know it doesn't exist yet, but it's a start. So $10 for the start of the creation of Sonic the Hedgehog. And we have had a $90 donation come in from the one and only lovely Tiny Tim, who's sitting in the audience there. He says, hey all, hope you've enjoyed another amazing UKSG event. Have fun, HUDs. Cheers. And of course, I can only agree. Christian, anything else to... Or can you even speak?
I'm gonna say, sour and spicy is not a fun mix.
So, we're going to get you to the lavatory, and we will be back after this very short break with our very last run of the marathon, everyone. That was the correct reaction. Thank you very much. It will be the Sonic Classic Trilogy Boss Rush Shuffler, which we have met the incentive for, which means that HUDs will be running with all bosses enabled coming up after this break.